Hey everyone, it's Agnach here. Welcome to another video. On today's video I will be showing all of my triples from the CWL with Lord at Onehive. As you saw in my previous video, I was one triple away from getting the perfect CWL with Sccwl. So did I do it with Lord this month? We didn't have a great week this month at Onehive, losing 2 wars and having an average of 35 stars every war. Even with that, we finished 3rd in our group and I sadly once again missed one triple for the perfect week. However, 12 triples out of 14 is quite good and I'm very happy with that. So let me show you all of my triples from every war, and I mainly use the Sui Hero Hydra attack. Is really powerful. So let's go to the first war. Okay, so this is the first attack against Vuthi from Cambodia 100%. So basically what I do with this attack is just use my king and queen to go and Sui into the eagle. That also creates a bit of a path for my dragons. Then I send all of my dragons in and I send the blimp from behind. It really depends where the tank hole is, whether I send the blimp from the front, from the side, or from behind. On this occasion I'm gonna send it from the side and I'll show you. Basically I send it from the side because it's not going against any sweepers and it's also a shorter distance than if I send it from where the dragons are. You sometimes can use the warden ability for all of your dragons, loons and everything nice and early, or you can wait until they get hit by a lot of splash damage. On this occasion my warden decided to start flying all over the place and I did end up using the warden ability. I did not want to clip the blimp, so it just happened to work that way. But yeah, so basically I sent the blimp from the side to go all the way to the town hall. That way it didn't hit any tornado traps or anything. The tornado trap on this occasion was at the front of the town hall. Now you're going to be finding a lot of tornado traps from the back because of this same attack, where most people are sending their blimp from behind, from where the dragons are, and it gets caught in the tornado, and if you don't get that town hall down with that blimp, sometimes it can be a 1-star. But this attack is so strong that sometimes even if you don't get the town hall, sometimes it can be a 3-star. Over here we had extra spells that we just ended up using for that multi-inferno, and we ended up getting our first triple for the week. Then in War 2 we came in against WTK. They ended up getting the top of the group. They didn't have a great week either, but it still was enough to be top of our group. Over here I'm coming with a little bit of a different attack, coming in with the 2 clones and 2 rages and 4 freezes, using the king and queen again just to funnel one of the sides. I didn't go for the eagle this time around, I just wanted to funnel the right hand side, and I also saw that the defending queen was there, so I wanted my king to go and kill her. And I also didn't want my heroes to pull the CC, I wanted my dragons to pull the CC, and if it was all targeting CC, perfect. But in the end, the headhunters that I sent, no, not the headhunters, the king or the bobs, ended up pulling the lava hound in the end, but all of the dragons end up killing the lava pups. And over here with that sweeper I wasn't freezing it because I wanted that sweeper to keep pushing all my dragons back away from the poison. Once the poison from the town hall blast finished, now I can use the freeze for the sweeper so that my dragons fly to the multi-inferno, the sweeper and the royal champion. That goes down. My royal champion is coming in from 12, just getting rid of some more defenses. The X-boy is targeting my queens, which is perfect. And yeah, she's still half health. I still have her ability. There's only a couple of defenses left. My royal champion is still there. We don't have any more dragons, but we still have 3 heroes. So this was another triple against WTK. Very nice. So we were going really nicely with those 2 triples, but on War 3 I ended up missing out, and it was a pretty bad one. I think it was 60 something%. I also came in with clone and the drag clone attack, so because I missed so badly, I was like, nope, I'm just gonna stick to Hydra. So that's what I did. So again, the same approach, king and queen to go in for the eagle. As you can see, the wall is already open there, so I know that I funneled enough that my king is going to be going inside, my queen is going to be following, and even if she starts walking up, the dragons are going to be getting rid of those buildings, so she's going to turn around the corner and come back in. Sending my dragons with the double rage. The way that I use Hydra is like the E-Dragon spam attack, where I put double rage, early warden ability with the blimp from behind, and just let them go in. And then another rage for the blimp on the tank hole, and my fourth rage, I usually use it in the center of the base where all of the main targeting defenses are, and that way it just gives that extra push to my dragons to just get rid of those defenses nice and quick, and yeah, pretty much not die. Over here we have a couple of freezes left. We use one for that multi-inferno and the AD, and we've got the royal champion coming all the way from 3 o'clock with the dragons, no more defenses, and this one was kind of an overkill. We still have quite a few dragons, dragon riders, even an inferno dragon still alive. Then in wall 5 we used exactly the same thing, and we've got this sort of base. Again, it's kind of like a box base, so I use a baby dragon just to funnel one of the buildings. See how there's a single inferno at 12? I wanted to send my heroes into that compartment, but I didn't want that single inferno to target my king straight away, which is why I put the skelly spell. As you can see here, that didn't matter. I put skelly spell, I put a nice golem, there's the yak, but the single inferno still knows where my king is. So I had to invest a freeze as well. That's alright. I wanted my king and my queen to break the wall towards the eagle, but in the end my dragons were a little bit too slow. The king was too fast, he broke the wall towards the right. The queen is gonna end up backtracking and going that way later on, but it took a while. The blimp, thanks to the delayed warden ability, even though it hit the tornado trap and it hit a lot of black mounts, did end up getting all the way through to the tank hole. Tank hole went down. We've got a pack of dragons in the center of the base, so I put the rage there just to make sure that they get rid of that royal champion nice and quick, and the multi-inferno. In the end, the eagle and the Tesla farm is the only thing standing with that AD as well at 9 o'clock, which is not very good when you have dragons. But we still have the royal champion, which I sent her from 5 o'clock, basically to get rid of that AD and any air targeting defenses, just to make sure that my dragons that were down there stayed alive. I used her ability nice and quick just to get rid of that other AD, so that my warden and my dragon riders could still help my royal champion get rid of more defenses. And pretty much we still have the queen with ability, and even though she went pretty low on health, she's still alive. We still have 2 dragons there, and thankfully the eagle is targeting dragons, but now that they moved into the eagle aura, they target my queen, so I had to use her ability, and the eagle goes down, and we ended up getting that triple against Grey. On War 6 we went against Dark Soldiers, so I came in against Samir, and the same thing, the Flybrid, right? So my composition, I usually bring 4 rages, 5 freezes, and a poison. It's nice and easy. Using the baby dragon to funnel, I wanted my king and my queen to go into that compartment at 6 o'clock. Of course my king ends up walking like he usually does. I'm pretty bad with funneling at the moment with my heroes, but like the thing is that you don't really have to. Like, this is a pure spam attack. I think if I funnel them correctly it would be good, but I would be killing time, I would be using extra troops that I don't really need. One of the things that I usually do, which is why I don't wait till my king and queen die to send all my dragons, I like sending them all together, because basically the king and queen funnel my dragons, but then also my dragons funnel my king and queen to remain where I want them to stay. So that's why I send them all together, and most of the time it seems to work, but sometimes when my king is a little bit too quick or my queen decides to go for walks, it doesn't work. But most of the time it does, and so the dragons push the king and queen to where I want them to go, and my king and queen push my dragons to where I want them to go. And yeah, it's pretty much the way that I use it. Using the double rage as well at the beginning, that kind of helps that pushing a little bit more, and obviously it gives them that extra strength at the beginning of the attack, when if you're using the warden ability nice and early, that's when you want them to be really strong and going through the whole base. So that was another triple, and we've got our final triple here against Risty of Betatron, and I'm using a couple of loons on the mortar and the cannon. I'm trying to see, okay, can I funnel my heroes? And I can. So I use a super wall breaker there so that my king and queen go into the eagle compartment. Want them to go there and also create a little bit of a path for my dragons to keep going towards the center of the base and then towards the left. Using the double rage, sending my blimp. Nice and early warden ability, I believe, here. Protecting the blimp, protecting most of my dragons. There's a multi-inferno and a Tesla in the center of the base, so I want to use that rage there just to get that down. Put my other rage for the blimp and the town hall. If you see that your blimp gets all the way to the town hall and let's say it catches a tornado trap or something, you need to be ready to put a freeze there for the town hall or for whatever defenses are surrounding the town hall. Even with a rage, if you catch a tornado trap, sometimes it's not enough. So just be ready and make sure that you can use a freeze. Put the royal champion at 1. She gets rid of a few more defenses. Our queen is still alive. We still have 1 dragon rider left. We still have 1 freeze, which we don't really need. But we'll try freezing the ground there once the archer tower went down. And this was our final triple of the week, and I was pretty happy with my performance. My next video is going to be showing all my triples with Sir at resistance. But yeah, so we finished third with 296 stars. I ended up being top of the group with 20 stars. Again, 67% on that fail. Very close but far away. Well, hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, please click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time with more Clash. See ya.